Welcome to Transfusion, your number one source for all things transgender. Our new episode is Safety Behind Bars with Brandeis Fox. Tune in Thursday at 7 p.m.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Yeah. We're going to have to do something about that pre-recording, that audio recording.
Well, no, I'm not used to jumping. I thought in my StreamYard it has everything already set. She don't have it set in hers, and I'm logged into Poker's.
Oh.
So I was trying to get everything moved over, and I was like, "Fuck!" It's just a custom fuck. I literally just woke up.
Yeah, because they still talking about safety behind bars with Brandeis Fox.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Oh, Brandeis.
How's everybody doing today, though?
Really good. Just hanging in there. You know, these days flying by. I feel like something in the air.
Right. Thank you, Kasha, for joining us today. I know Poker reached out to you last minute. So I appreciate you being here to help us get through the show. The topic?
Is Miko here?
Yeah, Miko's here.
I'm here. We were calling you, Heifer.
Girl, my phone is messed up, and I didn't even realize the battery had run out to about an hour before Poker called, and I had to rush to charge it up.
See there? But what if it was $1 million call, girl? You would have missed out on all that money.
No, that's not my business line. The business line is the one I'm on now. That phone stays on.
Never get it twisted. She says never get it twisted. The business is always going to be there.
Fully charged.
Oh, no, that's right. But yeah, we were just trying to reach out to you, see what was going on. You know, you hadn't posted in a few days. We were looking for you.
Who, Miko?
You know, my cousin still trying to.
I understand. I just didn't know. That's why we were trying to check on you, Mama.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But we'll talk about that later and everything. I know that's probably like crazy. But yeah, I want to talk to you when we get a chance. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
Okay, so there's so much going on. I mean, you know that I've got a family business to deal with. And I mean, there's a lot of dynamics in a family business that are really challenging. Like my mom is really traditional and very conservative, and I'm kind of liberal, and I have some new approaches. So we just have like, you know, our struggles with trying to figure out, okay, what do we want the brand to look like? And so I've been just kind of like dealing with that. I want to start doing a lot more with growing our brand. So I'm just going to start doing a lot more posting and just talking about what we're doing. And so I'm trying to wrap my mind around that and just not take a no for an answer. I refuse to lose.
Hello.
Hey, man.
You got anything going on in the works?
To me?
Akasha. I was talking about Akasha.
Oh, me? So I'm currently writing a movie. Which is so stressful.
But you did, wait, you work at a prison, right? Don't you work at a prison?
Yeah, well, I used to. I'm doing security work right now, but I'm trying to get back into the prison. I got a couple offers right now to get back into the prison. But my goal right now, I think the one I'm leaning to is the one I'm going to actually probably go to.
Okay.
But I'm doing another move, and I really don't want to do that. And I still got to sit down with my Aunt Polka and let her know that I'm moving again. I'm going to get busted.
You moving out of Dallas?
Huh?
You moving out of Dallas?
Yes, again. And I just moved back in Dallas, in January.
Right.
So, but I'm not leaving until like September. September, August. Well, August, September, around that time. So.
Well, congratulations on all your future endeavors, and I know that you're going to do amazing. I can't wait to see this movie.
Oh, girl. When I tell you, it's been going on 3 months, and I'm still not. I thought I was finished last week, but then I went over and I read it again, and it was like, okay, still got some work to do. I got to still.
Are you in the writing process of the movie?
Huh?
Are you in the writing process of the movie still, or you already filmed it?
No. I'm still writing it.
Okay.
So we're not even because I haven't even got to a point where I'm of even thinking about filming.
Right.
Because I still got to do casting for the whole thing.
Yeah.
So, but I just have to get the writing portion out the way.
Have you figured out how you're going to get past the financing? I mean, that's the biggest aspect.
That right there. I'm looking at sponsors right now, and I'm looking at partnerships.
Good idea. Good idea.
So I'm looking because right now, because it's an action movie. So I'm looking at trying to go to some big names, but if I have to, Tubi is where I'm gonna go.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, let's say you for maybe it might just be my. Can you hear me, Lachey?
Did it freeze up?
Yeah, you're frozen. No, we can't see you moving, but I hear your voice.
Okay. I hope that doesn't keep happening.
Amika, where you at? You ready to knock us out the park, girl? You ready to step away?
Yeah, what's the
Girl, I thought you already knew.
Girl, I don't know. I'm being honest.
I'm gonna post it in the group again. I'm guessing going off of what the Hooker has of her. Let me see. Something about survival versus choice. I'm guessing that's what we're talking about. I guess.
What does that mean?
I don't know. You have to figure it out.
I think that's referring to, okay, so here we are trans women. What are we doing? How are we making a living? What are we doing to earn an income? I think that's what she was going into. Like, are we in survival mode now, or are we making choices that are going to empower us and take us to another level? I'm thinking that's.
Lachey, I could have sworn you was the one that came up with these topics.
Well, I did come up with my topic. What I said was poverty in the trans community. I really want to talk about how a lot of from what I understand, most trans women are living at base poverty level, and what we have to do and what our lives look like, and how do we get to that point, and what things we can maybe do to get out of it, or like, is it a place? I think what she said, is it a choice versus what was it? What she said, choice versus survival.
Mm-hmm. I think
she said. I think that's because it can be a choice. It can be an empowering choice. There's different ways to navigate.
Right. So, do you feel like when you say poverty, are you meaning like what's the normal to like where we feel
in terms of where we ourselves who may be at our age or at comparatively, comparative to like just say like a cis white male, or even a Hispanic or Black person, we may not necessarily be in a place where we're comfortable. And what are the things that are impeding us from getting there? Like, what are the things stopping us from being financially successful as a group? Like trans women, we are generally when it comes to looking for jobs, that's definitely a challenge.
That's definitely a challenge is the workforce, or like what we're able to do as far as without getting looked at crazy or harassed, things like that. Like it's hard. It's hard here.
I mean, it's an ever-changing economy. First of all, it's like everything's becoming more expensive and it costs more. And I think for us as trans people, it's an expensive process. It's not something that the thing is, yes, us being trans, it doesn't cost money because we're naturally these women that we are. But to get to a certain level that you want to be, that costs money. Yeah. And so that's why a lot of us turn to, and just the easiest way we can make the money is usually through hustling and different hustles. It's just easier.
Yeah,
that is true.
It's just an easier choice.
If we had more opportunities or more open doors, I feel like we would go through them. But also, I feel like we all have been, well, not we all. I mean, not generalize my statement, but a lot of us have been accustomed to the fast money and the fast life, and getting it how we live. And so, for me to think about going back to a 9 to 5 and making that little chump change, which I wouldn't do.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the thing. Us as trans people,
poverty though. I feel like I live in like a middle class type of situation. I think.
Well, I just know a lot of girls figure out, okay, what is my housing situation looking like? How are these bills going to get paid if I don't get up and bust my ass, or what's it going to look like next month? Yeah. That's base poverty level. Okay. Yeah. If I'm at a place where I'm not able to put money away, well, I'd like to just talk about things that we could do to maybe like encourage or empower one another. Because even the programs that are out there that were designated for trans women or places for us aren't available. They're not as available, especially with this that we have here.
Yeah.
It's just not.
This administration is making it harder and harder. It's making it harder and harder for us to be normal. And I think that.
And what are some of the things that we can do? And if we make the choice to do sex work, is that empowering?
Now I have a question. So do y'all feel like that this lady, this Congresswoman, what's her name?
Jasmine Crockett.
Yeah. Do y'all feel like she's benefiting us at all? Do you feel like she's gonna hurt us more? Do you feel like she's gonna benefit us more in the long run, or do you feel like she's gonna hurt us? The Jasmine Crockett lady. Because I've watched a couple of her interviews, and it seems like she's highly controversial. It seems like she's always going against the grain, and sometimes that's not really good. That's not really good when it comes to politics.
Well, but
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. When it comes down to politics, especially in this administration, it's perfect. You have to go against the grain. You can't go with it because you mean that you're just gonna fall in the midst of what's going on now, where
it's complicated in that Jasmine Crockett was the soldier that we needed right now, because Donald Trump's administration is going so far against the grain and ignoring all the rules and ignoring all the laws. We need Democrats who are going to do the same, who are going to be just as loud and belligerent, and who's just going to be just as ignorant as they are. Jasmine Crockett showed us that she had no problem doing that. The problem is we live in Texas. Had Jasmine Crockett been doing that in any other state, she might have won. But in Texas, where they are still under the thumb of Trump, they're not going to let her make it. So no matter how many black folks got out and voted for Miss Thing, she wasn't fixing to win. Texas wasn't going to let her win. And even if Texas did let her get into the primary, they definitely weren't going to let her have the final seat. This is Texas. They would have gone out of their way, funding everybody possible, twisting every rule possible, the same way they did on the election night when they wouldn't let people vote. They are going to make it a way not to let her vote. And that was the problem. It wasn't that she wasn't a good candidate. It was that she was too black and too woman for Texas.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Same thing happened to Kamala.
Yeah. But I feel like we have our second chance. So when it comes down to it in the midterms with the new governor, we just have to get out there and push ourselves to vote for her.
And also, black folks need to stop and get off this, well, since it ain't Jasmine Crockett, I'm not going to vote. That's one of our other problems. We think that, and they're making Tallarico seem like he's just this big villain. The fact of the matter is, Tallarico was more pro-trans than Jasmine was. He was more pro getting rid of all these ignorant laws that keep stacking up against us. And he's always been that way. But because he's so stiff and white, black people are untrusting, saying, "Oh, he's just a Republican in disguise. He has to earn our votes and all that." Here's the thing: we can either take a chance that this man is on our side, or we can just let the opposition have it. because that's what's going to happen. One of two sides is going to win. Either we're going to win or they're going to win. If we don't think that voting for Tallarico is going to get us a win, then we're definitely going to lose, because that means the other side is going to win. And that side is Trump's side. And that's the side that's trying to take. You think we're going to end up like Kansas next? They'll be sending us letters telling us to send our IDs back.
Oh, absolutely. I already see it coming, because he's probably already in the work of doing that now, because he's seen how great it worked with Kansas. So it's like, oh, it worked with Kansas. Let's bring that over here. Because it don't take one state to be the test dummy for the rest of the states to fall through.
And if we let a Republican win, that's exactly where we're headed, which is exactly why we have to get off our horse and sometimes understand that the one we wanted ain't going to be in the primary, but that don't mean we don't need to back the side we're on.
Hello. I never really got into like the whole election thing because, you know, I'm a felon, so I can't vote. But
I don't know how we voted.
How who voted?
Me and Miko got felonies too, girl.
Oh,
I'm a felon, bitch.
You don't know felony, Miko?
No, ma'am.
Oh, that's
I used to boost in my past life.
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. In my past life, I was a booster. I went to jail in 1999. I went to jail 12 times in 1 year.
Oh my God.
I wasn't good at it. I was living on the streets, girl. It was hard. That's why the last show I really wanted to talk. I want to say this about the last show because I got off of it and I want to explain that to y'all. Listen, me and Brandy got a little bit of a pass, okay? And it was a lot for me to actually even be on the show with her, considering the things that we've been through. You know, we both were in jail together and we had some friends. And I actually, you know, I had a good friend pass away in jail that Brandy, she at one point wrote a letter to the district attorney trying to get herself out of jail and get my friend. She tried to rat on my friend. And so I'm trying to make space in my mind for this girl who's says she wants to do something for the community. So I'm with it and we have a platform, so I'm with it. But at the same time, like, I just felt like it was a lot of the same old negative energy because every time I try to speak or get in there, she really wasn't really very welcoming. So I just kind of felt like, you know what, I'm gonna let y'all have this because there was a lot of talking constantly and we weren't giving the floor to one another.
I can see,
and that's really important. So I just felt like, you know what, I'm gonna let y'all have this show because I was really not really in full support of everything that was being said. And I really don't even know what her what motives really are and what she's really going to do. But the fact that she says she's going to do something, I'm here for it. We'll just see where that pans out. We'll see what happens.
I think that should be another panel because about the girls that say that they want to be activists but they really are very detrimental to the community.
They're using the platform, I think, for clout. A lot of times they use the community for clout. Oh, I'm doing this and this just to say that. But really, I find that that's very popular when it comes to services. And that's actually something Pocus can speak on. Because I see a lot of times people will be out there saying that they're going to do stuff. And it's not really panning out. Right. Like where, when, how. People want to see things that are tangible. And not just some people that are saying, oh, I'm going to be doing this for the community. When are you do it? Do it. Don't talk about it. Do it.
Put some boots on the ground.
But that's the issue right there. Some of the girls are so quick to say, "I'm an activist. I'm quick. I'm supporting my community," but they talk about it, but you'll never see them with boots on the ground when it's time to put the boots on the ground. You'll never see them get in the ring when it's time to fight. Where are you at?
Right.
Well, we all going round and rounds. And you ain't nowhere to be found. That's a problem.
I absolutely understand that sentiment. I don't think that's where Brandy is, only because, you know, I've seen some of Brandy's work. I know that Brandy, when she puts her mind to something, she definitely does it. And this is something that she seems to be rather excited about, especially since she knows the culture of jail and has been in and out of it so long. I have hope that, you know, she's on the right track and she's doing that. You know, we had, you know, some difference in opinions on where things should go or how things should be handled, but those are all things that can be worked out.
And I know we all have the ability to grow and not be the same person we were years ago. But what I was planning on doing was kind of like questioning her and calling her out about how are you going to be this person when you were that person before. And instead of disrespecting her and starting a conversation there, probably I just want to know, how can you be this person? When at what point did you make this change?
So I have a
I
question.
mean, she has look. One thing you can't say is the bitch ain't changed, because one thing she was a prison girl. She was one of them girls who could not stay out of prison, and finally, she woke up and realized that that wasn't the place for her, and that her place was out here, and started making the necessary changes. So I believe that, I believe that there is something there. I believe that she has been able to make the changes necessary to change her life, and I think she can help with other girls doing that.
Question: did you get to catch the little snippet where she was talking about the incident that happened with y'all's friend Tanisha?
Yes, and I didn't really appreciate that because she wasn't there.
I was gonna say, was there any truth to it, or was that not what happened?
I honestly couldn't stand with the conversation when she's talking about the friend. I was in the car with this person on their last dying breath, and you're sitting here talking about it. I don't want to hear this. I was kind of furious this is two people in my life, so it's like it's just like very triggering.
Okay, I'm not trying to trigger you. I just was curious, was there any truth behind what she was saying? So I didn't know. Okay.
What did she say in particular? Because I mean, like I said, I was there.
I mean, she basically said that. I mean, she was supposed to go with the girl to go meet up with the boys, and she ended up backing out with Miko and staying at the club, and then she ended up going to pick you up after picking up the boys.
Yes.
But they triggered the boys, or y'all was playing around, and then boom, 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 shots, and you jumped out the car with Smokey in the back, or something like that.
It's something very similar, but nothing triggered the boys. They were very, very quiet. They were very quiet, like eerily quiet. I mean, I'm very like, hey, how you doing? I'm very that. And for somebody to just give me cold, dead dryness, like nothing. I thought that was kind of weird. I got there. They were backing out. They were fixing to leave. She was fixing to take them home by herself because they had been waiting for me. I got there right as they were backing out. I was like, I've been at the hospital all day. My other homegirl, she had just had an accident. I was at the hospital all day. I went in the house. I said, let me just change my clothes real quick. I'm going to change my clothes and I'll be ready to go. I went in the house. Right behind me, one of the niggas was right behind me. He's like, I just got out. What's up with you? He snuck his ass in the house. He was right behind me in the room. He started boning on me on my dress, girl, like boning on me immediately.
Right.
Like, I'm like, boy, get the fuck off of me. He nutted just like that.
Oh, my God.
That's how they had his evidence. They had his fucking evidence right there on my dress. It was some Monica Lewinsky shit.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, that's how they caught him. By the fucking nut on my dress. And so, yeah. And then also the fact that he's like, yeah, my name's Smokey. And they looked up Smokey that had just got out. But long story short, it really wasn't nothing to it. So like after that incident, he fucking walked out. I changed my clothes. I went outside to go say, I spoke to the killer. I said, hey, how you doing? He gave me nothing. He's looking straight ahead. Like, I guess his mind was already made up. And I'm like, okay, that's where we waiting for Tanisha to back up and pick us up. She picked us up. We get in the car. We smoking the blunt. We try to pass it to these niggas, and they didn't want to smoke. That was like 2. Because, you know, niggas going to want to hit the blunt, bitch.
Yeah.
They didn't want to hit the blunt. Okay, that's cool. He tell her to turn down a dark aisle, dark street. We exit Poplar and Holmes, this dark-ass alley. Dark street, no lights, no nothing. He tell her to drive down this fucking street. And next thing I know, I see her look over, and then, like, she must have saw the fucking gun.
So my question is, if Brandy wasn't even there, how is she even able to write a book about this? Just from hearing
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh,
this girl... I want to give her the platform in case she's doing something right.
Listen.
Yes.
We were, even though we weren't there when it happened, me and Brandy met the boy with Tanisha. We were in the car when we first met the boy. Brandy was the one with the phone. She had a pager.
Oh yeah, I remember her with the pager.
We met the boy with her. She just dropped us off at the club because we were all supposed to be going to the club anyway. Tanisha picked us up from the Champion Lounge. We was taking Brandy home to get changed. When Brandy got to getting changed, we were on the way back to the club when we met this boy. She saw him standing in the parking lot and swooped on in and got his number. When we went to the Brick, he hit her up And she called him back, I think on Brandy's phone, was asking, can one of your homegirls come? Because I got a homeboy. And Brandy left to go with her. But then Brandy came back. Okay. She was like, nah, I don't know if the boy might be ugly and all that old kind of shit. And that's when she went to go pick up Shay.
Gotcha.
I would like to know, though, okay, so when they first met, because I never really got that tea, did you get the inclination that he knew the tea already?
Bitch, I was back in the back looking like a whole drag queen, and Brandy was in the back looking like a whole drag queen. The only one that wouldn't look like a whole drag queen was Tanisha, and he seemed cool. He looked in the sunroof, waved at me, waved at her. How y'all doing? We said hi. Hey, how you doing? And she kept talking. He kept talking to Tanisha, and he sounded like he knew the tea because Tanisha came back asking, well. He won't want one of y'all to come. He won't kind of want, he was asking one of the, more girly ones to come because his friend don't know. Yes.
Okay, so my question was, they didn't spend the day together though, did they?
No, girl. They went right. We had just met the boy when she came and dropped us off. When she went to pick him up, that was her first time spending time with him on the way to your house.
I want to know what they did and what was said so bad.
Were they not hostile when you first met them? Were they not hostile? Or was it when you just said
no? He was just a cool South Dallas nigga. He was just saying, hey, I mean, he was really smiling and shit. That's how I identified him because I recognized his face because he just seemed cool. It wasn't like he was. I can tell when we done ran into somebody that's vicious or when I don't trust somebody or my spidey tingling starts, happening. That's not how it happened. He seemed really cool. Now the idea of him going to pick up a homeboy kind of freaked me and Brandy out. We were kind of cocky. I wasn't going. I was like, oh no, I'm not doing that. And Brandy was like, well, no. She left and then came back and was like, nah, what if he ugly? Nah, what if he don't know the tea? No.
Do homeboys question? So do homeboys do that? Like, oh yeah, I just met a trans woman. Let me go pick up my homeboy.
I don't, girl. I have no idea.
I don't know.
He obviously thought Tanisha could fly by because he was cool. I mean, he was all hooked with like all on her waist and kind of sniffing on her and kind of getting it. What I'm saying? It was like he was with Fish when she hopped out the car and was talking to him.
So the only time I've ever really witnessed something like that transpiring is when either one, they're trying to run a train, which just sometimes happen, or two, they're trying.
Or they're trying to rob. Yeah, right.
Right.
I've never felt comfortable like would they be like, oh, can my homeboy come or can he watch it? I'm like, no, bitch, I'm not. I can't focus on the task at hand and have somebody
Yeah, that's me. I can't do all that focusing, having to watch everybody.
I can't. So baby, no, can't no friends come, can't no mamas, can't no kids. Your kids got to sit in the car, baby.
Yeah, all of that.
Unless it's a baby.
Baby, sorry. No, I done had a couple of clients bring their kids in.
Bring their baby up in there.
That's horrible.
It's horrible. Women think they can. Oh, if he's with the baby, he ain't doing nothing.
Oh, baby. That's God. Leave it. Well, not in the room with us, but and it's not like a baby that's like walking around talking like a baby, like in a car seat, like if he's sitting on the couch, he put the baby on the couch and go to the bedroom, like type thing. Yeah, this happens a couple of times.
Yeah, but it doesn't usually happen. So I was just trying to ask like what happened because I never found out. Like, did he know? Did he plan this? Did he look at her and say, "I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna bring my homeboy with me"? Like
what we got from it was that he thought Tanisha was gonna fly by his homeboy and didn't think Tanisha was gonna get clocked. He thought, and Tanisha was taken to because you was another big titty girl that so she was taking her to you so that it'd be another girl wouldn't get clocked because he didn't know that he didn't think Smoke knew the tea or that Smoke was gonna be down. Smoke turned out to be more down than he was.
Yes, that's the part I don't understand. Like, what was his intentions? It's just terrifying because, like, how do you not? Was there any way that she could have like saw this or any clues?
Because it ain't like he stole the car. It ain't like he took no money. It ain't like he just shot her.
I think sometimes they just don't want us to be here.
No, because then he went right to jail and got in a relationship with fucking Alizé.
Hold on, Michael Manning was in a relationship with Alizé?
Yes, girl.
Our Alizé?
I should just say
yes, girl, Alizé.
I can't believe that.
Sure did. She got out and was out. Who my oh girl, not Michael Manning. I was like, girl, how you know him? Girl, you know how I know him. Oh, okay.
Miss Alizé used to surprise the girls. She used to surprise the girls. She did. Girl, she surprised me many times with my trade. Girl, she'd be like, yeah, girl. And she'll slay you. And she'll say, does he do this in the bed? Or does he say this? I'm like, bitch.
She sure do.
Alizé don't play.
Alizé didn't play. So didn't.
I don't think I ever met Alizé.
Alizé, she passed. She had a heart attack in 2015.
Oh, yeah, I came out in 2013.
Okay. Yeah, she was real cool. Super cool. Yeah, we know a lot of good girls, but I mean, that's life for you. I mean, it's like you never know what could happen, so we just have to live our life to the fullest, like every day. I really do try to do that. But I like to give the girls tips and techniques and just talk about, like, okay, some of the things that we could do, like, how could we empower one another and make our lives better? Like, what is something that we could do as a sisterhood, like collectively?
I think that we have to learn how, as sisters, we have to learn how to bury the hatchet and let old shit go.
Okay.
And I think that like, in life is a learning experience, and I know it is kind of hard to swallow or to some things. And that's not saying give everybody a pass. Everybody don't deserve a pass. No. But I do feel like if things can be overlooked, it's definitely worth. And you feel like it's worth overlooking, it definitely should give it a shot.
True. It's just that the past, what you do in the past will sometimes, if a person hasn't learned from their past, they're going to repeat themselves. And then you look like Boo Boo the Fool for having them there. So it's kind of like you have to do that. You almost have to cut people off and block people off to protect you so that you can, feel safe. That's how I've had to operate,
so, So when it comes down to sisterhood, you have to be around a group of people that wants to be a part of that sisterhood. You can't. Everybody's not willing to be a part of a sisterhood.
Right. Because you have the girls that aren't girls. You have the girls that are kind of like anti-girls.
I guess it depends on what we're talking about. I mean, there's different types of sisters that come around for different reasons. Some people, might be there because there's something they could gain, or because or strength in numbers. Like that's how it was for me growing up. It was strength in numbers. Like 3 of us is more powerful than just me by myself. So we gonna start ourselves like a little clique.
That's how we used to be.
Right. That's how we did. We had to, like, we didn't have nothing else, so we had to like depend on each other, and that was cool and everything. But I think that when I had that group, those particular group of girls, they wanted me to stay on that level. And I remember back then, I was trying to go to the massage school. I was trying to do something with my life, not necessarily just like, be in the game all the time. I wanted to do something. And they really did. It was kind of like the crabs in the bucket. Like, they weren't really 100% there for it. Mm-hmm. So I think that can happen too. I mean, but you're right. If they're not for you, or if they don't see the vision, then that's the problem number one. Like, the problem is sometimes people present themselves as that they're there for you, and they're not necessarily. They've got their own issues that they're going through. Like we all got issues, right? Mm-hmm. But sometimes they'll put their own stuff in front of you.
Yeah, I mean, but can't nobody get mad at that, because the fact of the matter is life is getting hard for everybody, and sometimes you have to focus. You have to make your own shit right before you can start supporting somebody else.
Right.
And so that's where a lot of girls are stuck at right now, trying to get to the point where their own shit is right.
And then it becomes about a competition or something like that. That's the part I don't like. Like it should be like, first of all, it's enough room. It don't seem like it's enough trades for all of us. It's enough. It's enough trade. It's enough money for all of us. We don't have to be a competition, but sometimes that does happen where we feel like, oh, well, there's only one guy. I want him to pick me. Why does it have to be him? Go find another one.
I think that's one of the main reasons why because I'm still young in my transition, I'm just only 3 years in. About to be hit 4. But I no, in my transition, I didn't have a sisterhood. I didn't have a community. I had to pretty much transition on my own. And it really is. And
no, because you don't have anybody to go back and forth with. Like for me, girl, I didn't know how to dress at all. I was like the worst, and so there's a lot of things you don't know.
Well, girl,
yeah, I had to depend on my cis friends to help me, maneuver through a lot of the stuff. And some of the trans girls that I did meet along my way was, they gatekeep. Don't come around me. You bricky. Don't want you near me. Don't say that to me. And it would just start getting really discouraging to a point where it's like, did I make the right decision to actually become my authentic self? Do I need to go back into the closet and just stay there until, to the end time? Like, I just didn't know. It was hard.
Let me tell you something, honey. I didn't learn to tuck until 6 years into my transition. I didn't start tucking then.
6
and
years?
That was only, yeah, girl, that was only because LaShawn came around, and that was the first bitch who taught me how to tuck, because I used to look at her thinking, damn, how you look like you got a pussy down there. And she showed me how to tuck. But before then, these girls that came down from California, Miss Christina and all them, and me and Nicole was staying with them, and that was their way of handling me, I guess, and trying to make me hurry up with my transition. They would call me their little brother. They would never call me a girl. They called Nicole a girl, their daughter, and all that, but they called me their son. They called me that, and they would do that and try their best to wear me out until I just got sick of it and just said, fuck it, and went and started going head on.
Although I will say that's one way to do it. Like you can talk about a person and make them like want to prove you wrong.
Right. That's what they did.
That's what happened to me too. Girl, they used to tell me, oh my gosh, Shay, girl, why are you keep doing this? No one's gonna ever see you as a woman, girl. Like, just give it up. They would talk to me like that. Like, girl, look at your back. Like your back is so big.
That's what they do, bitch. That's their way of trying to. Well, see, that's the problem. You can't never tell the difference in when they're trying to actually motivate you to do better or whether they're just hating on you.
Yeah, because you can't do nothing about your back or your feet, girl. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, you can't.
This is where my body's made. But like I say though, sometimes that does motivate you too. I'm gonna show y'all hoes. Oh, really? You don't think I can? Okay.
Right.
Exactly. So I mean, I guess everything happens for a reason. But yeah, I just wish we could like see the bigger picture as a sisterhood. See the bigger picture. That we're not one another's enemies. As a matter of fact, we all share a lot of the same stories, and we really should be working together because everyone's working against us.
I get what y'all are saying, but you have to apply that as well because no shade. I feel like you and Miko gave me a really hard time joining this panel. No shade.
What?
Yes, y'all gave me a really hard time. I feel like y'all gave me like the fever. No shade. I'm gonna keep it a bead. Girl, I actually cursed you out the other day, but I deleted it because I was like, girl, I'm not even gonna go there with Mr. Lachey because you have really pissed me off.
About whenever you redid my face in AI and then
bitch, you have pissed me off. I said, bitch, this hoe always got something to say. She always got a fucking a problem with something, girl. Shut up.
Yeah. And see, I try not to be that girl because I already know I'm starting to get that like people are starting to look at me like that. I just feel like
I did it though, but
I feel like if you're gonna say something, there's only so many times you can say it. You need to say it when it happens, right then and there, fresh.
Yeah.
Don't wait. Yeah. I've learned when I wait, it loses the sizzle.
I should have been heavy, bitch.
So I will, but I will note that, and I have been working on just like not just. That's why with the brand conversation, I politely step back. Rather than confront her and start a whole thing where I got a problem with her and this is a personal thing between me and Brandy, right. I'm just gonna step back because I don't want to be the part of the problem anymore, and I don't want to, you know what I mean. So, okay. But at the same time, we do have to speak up and say what's on our mind. Otherwise, no one ain't gonna ever know. Right. And no shade, girl. If we do a side-to-side comparison, I don't know how, but that is not my face.
No, it's not your face. It's not your face, bitch. But I told you, girl, we're not gonna talk about that. Bitch.
Okay. We'll talk about it. This is internal like administration.
When I posted the second picture, she was like, "Yeah, this one." I was like, "Okay, girl." But I had restricted my statement because I was, I shouldn't let you have it, girl. I said, "Oh, girl."
You know what? It wouldn't be the first time. You know, y'all. That's the kind of thing I want. I mean, I want to have like an open relationship where people just tell me anything. I mean, you know, because I'm the same way. Like I'm an open book. I feel like as long as we're being respectful, you know, you should be able to say anything as long as it's with the background of love and support.
But I think like in the moment, it probably what I was going to say was probably I could have come off the most respectful because I was irritated. So I think I did my best. I did the best thing in waiting. I brought them in.
Okay. And thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that because you didn't even have to tell me that. Like, I really appreciate you telling me. Like, but yeah, girl. I mean, you know.
I'd be like, bitch, like I've been busting my ass trying to get this shit done, and not because helping me a lot, so it's a lot less on my shoulders. But just be like, and no, what irritates me the most, though, I'm just gonna keep it a being because we're talking about it. But what irritates me the most is when people have so much input and then they don't show up to the show. You're hungry.
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
But you know what that is for me? For me, that's just life be lifing. That's all. Life be lifing. Like, well, you don't know when something's gonna come up, and it's like, damn, right? They'd be like, oh yeah, I want to see you at 7:00 on Thursday.
Right.
So what am I supposed to do? Like, no, I can't. No, I don't want the money. I'm sorry.
This is one of these right here. Hey, I'm gonna touch you in a second.
Yeah. Give them. Be on the show, but in the background.
Yeah, in the background. I did a couple panels where I was sucking some dick in the background, girl. Y'all didn't even know it.
No, ma'am.
No, girl, make my point, girl. I
thought you were a good Christian woman.
See my way around that because I had my clients watching the show. When we did the show the first go round, I would let all of them know between such and such on Thursday nights or such and such or whatever nights we were doing it, I'm not available. But while you're waiting on me, you can be. I had one client sit up here and watch the show live. He was sitting up in here in the room with me while we were doing the show, and was silently giving his input and what he liked, and you know what I'm saying, his opinion about it over in the corner. And then when we was done, we took care of business. But I always made sure my clients knew what was happening on show nights and knew the hours that it was happening, so they'd have to schedule around that.
It's only 2 hours. I mean, girl, you can let go 2 hours to change.
Girl, do you know how much you can get done in 2 hours, sis? No, really. Like, girl. But it's no problem though because I do it because I want to be here. It's not even like that. Like, y'all don't have to. Like, I want to be here. It's just sometimes things pop up. Is all I'm saying.
No, I get it.
Yeah. I love what we're doing. I mean, I think this is a valid conversation and it needs to be had because, like I said earlier, if we don't talk about us, who's gonna talk about us?
Yeah. Right. Okay, so that actually brings me to some things that I did want to bring up. So, I did post some things in the group, and I think y'all have posted some things as well, like kind of like hot topics type things.
Oh yeah.
I saw where y'all were talking about EJ, and I wanted to speak on that real quick because I totally agree with EJ.
That's a hot topic. Everybody's talking about that right now.
Well, but we all know, and this comes from our time in our early transition when we still hung around the gays and they hung in. Gay men like masculine gay men. They like masculinity. They don't like femininity. So when they're girls like EJ, who are not quite girls, but they still live as girls, that's not what gay men be looking for. And the fact of the matter is, her demeanor, her personality, her presentation is more likely to attract someone who is attracted to femininity than they are attracted to masculinity. And that usually be the straight or bisexual or down low men.
Right.
So I got a question, just so we can go ahead and clear it up. So is EJ trans or not?
No, but she might as well be.
I think what she's trying to do is be very careful of her legacy, her father's legacy. And I think for her, because she's comfortable, she doesn't necessarily need we felt the need to transition, but she feels more pressured not to transition because I think her father just would like it to be more on record that there's no trans. I'm thinking that.
I think that too. But the thing is, even if that's her father's wishes, she still lives like a trans. She still lives every day she get up, she be a woman. I mean, she does her little girly thing. She does, you know what I'm saying? All her clothes, she ain't got a stitch of man clothes.
But she rides the fence though. Have you noticed like it's never like full on like push where's like there's no like lace front. But she damn near has
she'll need that. Her hair be whooped.
But she's fully beat. She said she's gonna keep it as feminine as she can as a boy. Yay! Is that Stacy?
That's the thing. Where?
I thought I saw Stacy pop up. Somebody left?
You did. Oh, Miko did.
Okay, Miko left. Okay.
But I did want to.
What just happened?
I don't know. I think she rather dropped on accident.
She'll come back.
Can you hear? Can you still hear, Akasha? No.
She can't hear. You can't hear her?
Akasha.
Can you hear us?
I can't hear nobody.
Okay.
Oh no.
Refresh it and come back.
Refresh it.
It's gonna start doing it. Yeah.
Refresh.
While we're getting that together, I'm gonna play this commercial for this commercial break. This is my commercial for my upcoming episode. So let's get into it real quick.
Let's go.
How is it that you're the only one being named with Chasing Reality? What happened to Kevon Burns? Grievances with you and different things like that. And that seems to be a notorious thing with you, Undario. People get fired and then they have all these nasty things to say about you.
But I've been nice the whole time and smiling in faces, right?
There was a little envy. It's been said that you were jealous of Oliver Twix and all of his connections as it related to reality TV as a genre. How true is that? Called you a bootlicker, saying that you're licking the boots of Undario to be around. What's not fair. Things have actually been brought up about you allegedly firing
Welcome
Martell
to the show.
before
We have an
Chasing
interesting
Dallas
topic
even came
today.
out. It's made its way around the Dallas street.
To be told that Undario wasn't happy with my performance during our cast photo shoot and that he wanted to B-cast member me after exploiting me in my story, I truly knew then that the end was near.
So y'all stay tuned for that. That's my up and coming. It's all AI generated. I did a whole tele interview about my experience on Chasing Reality, but I did all AI generated. So
it looks pretty good. Yeah. It looks official.
Thank you.
Hold on. So wait, none of that you was in the room for?
No.
Not even in the studio.
No.
Oh girl, I thought that was real.
I think I got really good with it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Bro. Really good.
You gonna have to show me how you did that.
Me too. I'm kind of curious. Like, how do you make a full movie like that?
You can do everything, girl. Like it gags the fuck out of me. Like it's really getting serious.
Okay, you just prompted.
Yeah, pretty much. But scene by scene, and then told it what to do. Like you could really, and bitch, you know how much money you could save because filming something like that, just like the studio of it all. Like, girl, it's a lot of money for AI to be able to do it for us now, bitch. I gotta keep up.
No, it's an ever changing platform. I mean, it's ever changing. It's always changing. Like technology is always upgrading and evolving.
I was walking to the club yesterday because the club right up the street from my house, like right on my home. And I kid you not, like I seen 4 or 5 maybe of them Waze cars or whatever they're called. You know the cars riding around there right now. They're trying to get acclimated with the roads. I seen 5 in the time stamp for me walking from my front door to the club, which is like half a mile. And I'm like, bitch, what the fuck is going on? Bitch, I said, girl, I'm going to be alive during a time where there's no longer taxi cabs, there's no longer Uber drivers. It's going to be all self-powered.
You can tell where we're going with this.
I can see it where we're going. Yeah, most definitely. And
they're going to shut all that out. Like this, I don't even know.
They're trying to start these taxi plane things where you can get a taxi and it flies you where your destination is.
No.
They're gonna have to do that for a few years and make sure they got that down for.
I don't trust it, but okay.
So question start. Okay, so and actually this is a good question for you because you you've worked in the industry or whatever. So I was watching a thing, and I think we've talked about it before, Lachey, where they was talking about the people using something to like make the people feel like they've been in jail for a certain time span and correcting their behavior, and like they really only be up under for like an hour, and it'd be like it feel like 10 years or something like that.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that?
I
feel like it's gonna fuck people's minds up.
So what is it? Two different. I have my pros and my cons about it.
What is it?
My pros is it's a good idea in theory, but my cons is like you said, it's you don't know how it's going to affect a person long term. Right. It could mess up their brains, right. Or it could put them in a psychosis where it can become worse. Their symptoms can become worse, and then you have this psychopath run around, killing people. So you don't know how that's going to really affect a person's brain because they have to connect it to your brain.
So Lachey, they have funded, they have put lots of money into this new thing where they're trying to do like this prison reform act or whatever the hell it's called. And basically they put you in like this psychosis where they put you up under, and literally you're probably up under for like an hour or two, but in your mind you feel like you've been in prison for 10 15 years, and so the people aren't having to do the time. It's just automatic instant you're out. But the catch is that they say that they do something in your mind to where you no longer will commit that same crime again. So that makes me also feel like, well, do they commit a coercive crime, or something triggers them to make them say, no, I'm not doing that again. No, I'm not doing that again. And now I feel like that's a form of manipulation. That's mind control, and that's getting a little creepy for me.
It is so it brings me back to that to the Matrix. You know how eventually it's going to be these goggles, brain thing. Then eventually they're going to be sitting in these pods where now they're in a virtual world when the reality is destroyed.
Oh yeah, and then that like really fucks up everybody's reality because you don't know.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you at all.
Miko.
Hold on.
Did I miss everything?
I can hear everybody.
Okay.
Can we all hear each other?
I hear you.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You keep kicking her by her thing. Yeah. But I had just brought up the whole I don't know if you heard about it, Miko, the prison thing where the people are they're trying to do the reform thing to where they put you to sleep for like an hour or two, and it feels like you've been in prison for like 10 years and you won't commit the crime again, and this and that. We're talking about that.
Yeah. So they so like in this sleep they put you under.
Yes, that's like dangerous. Like you're altering people's minds. Now I get it because then you don't miss all that time with your family and things like that, but you just never know how you're gonna come back out. I feel like,
because I'm on that side of the aisle. I know. So when they start pushing it out, I know Texas, I know California, I know New York.
The rest states probably.
No, I think some of the blue states are going to pick this up.
Oh wow!
Because California is a blue state.
Oh yeah.
California, New York, Texas. It's going to be the major cities. Mm-hmm. It's going even Chicago. I feel like even Chicago, like where the crime is big.
I was gonna say where the violence is really, really heavy. I'm sure that's probably where they're gonna pick it up at.
That's where they're going to have it at. They're going to test it first. They're going to test. I feel like the test dummies are going to be Texas and California because they are the two biggest. California and Texas has the biggest correctional facilities in the United States. So it's going to be those two first.
I think it would be good for minor crimes, meaning if you're somebody who is in there because you're doing checks, or you somebody in there who's doing, you know what I'm saying? If you have to spend 2 hours, but that 2 hours feels like 20 years, in prison, and you had to, and it's been rough, and you don't want to go back, it might be able to get you out of there. Now, doing that for killers and big time criminals taking people's lives and doing all that kind of shit, I don't think it's good for. I think it's good for
this where my issue going to come in with it, because working, because I wasn't just a correctional officer, I was also a caseworker. So I've seen so many cases, and I can tell you some of them people that are in there are innocent. And so if you submit these people that did not do the crime to this punishment, you could scar them long term. So now you're going to have more issues. So they might be tempted or probably do what they was accused of doing, because you don't know how this is going to affect their brain.
But I think that's another whole issue entirely. That's a breakdown in our system in which we're not really investigating these crimes to the fullest extent, and we're sentencing innocent people. That's a different problem entirely.
Definitely be at a point where innocent people are not getting penalized or not going to jail behind, science is so motherfucking well equipped, it should be able to know what's going on.
But you have to understand, with the legal system, they're gonna go by, and I hate to say this, but it's he say, she say. If she says you did this and you are a white woman, guess what? You did it. If a child say you did this and you did not do it, you're still going to be penalized for it. So it doesn't matter how you look at it. Our legal system is he say, she say.
And that's what the problem is. The problem is not the penalty. The problem is the actual crime.
Exactly.
How are we getting the resolution of these crimes? And that's actually a state by state thing. It depends on if you're really in a conservative state or you're really in a conservative state. Somebody like Kyle Rittenhouse can get off by going into a crowd with an AR-15 and shooting two people. He can get right off. Yeah. Somebody like George Zimmerman can shoot a 16-year-old unarmed black boy in the streets and say he felt threatened and get right off. You know what I'm saying? Even though all the evidence points to the opposite. That depends on what state you're in.
I never realized that, though. I didn't know that it depended on the state that you were in. The differentiates your time span, or how much time you might catch for a charge. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Just like what's considered a crime. In some states, if somebody does something to you, or like in Texas, somebody can come onto my property and I can shoot them dead, and that's my right, because I can shoot them dead because they're trespassing on my property. Mm-hmm. If you kill somebody on your property, you can get away with it. You can say that they were doing something to you that, you know what I'm saying? But every state ain't like that. Some states, some motherfucker can come in your house, and if you kill them, you can still get charged. You can still get go.
You can't even have a gun. I didn't know that.
So yeah, it just depends on the states, how their gun laws are set up, how their crime laws are set up, and that just depends.
Yeah.
So I know in Indiana, if someone breaks into your home and they're leaving out of your home, and you shoot them, you will get charged for murder.
What?
Yes.
In Indiana?
Oh, because they're not an immediate threat to your life.
Yeah, if they're walking out of your house and you shoot them. So, and I tell people all the time, it doesn't even matter if you're here in Texas. Never shoot anybody in their back, because I promise you that's going to be the hardest case to try to fight.
Because you can't then say they were attacking you if they were walking away. You can't then say that you were in danger if they were walking away. And that's exactly. That's the whole thing about killing somebody. You have to prove that you were in danger from this person. And if you're shooting them as they're trying to leave, then you weren't in danger from them.
You clear, and then if you do shoot somebody, You make sure it's center mass and you empty the clip. Do not you empty that clip.
She said empty the clip. Why?
Empty it.
Why do you have to empty it?
Because then you'll have some other issues to have to deal with.
Oh, because if it's only 1 or 2 shots, they're gonna say, "Girl, you really wasn't that scared." Bitch, you got to empty the clip.
Empty it.
Oh, okay.
You know what they say? Two taps in. No, don't do 2 taps in the chest and you're gonna be in jail.
Bitch, I'm emptying it, bitch. I need you to know.
Empty it.
I'm scared
because your life is in danger. So I need to show them that my life was in danger.
Right. You had no other choice. Okay, I got you.
Right. And they don't want to know because it can also seem premeditated if you shoot them and you shoot them once in the head or once in the chest, because that means that you're trained and you know how to shoot them and you were aiming for them to death.
Let's say
instead of being scared.
If you're in a car accident in an Uber, piss on yourself, hold $20,000 off top.
Yeah.
What's she saying?
So if you get in a car accident while riding in an Uber, if you piss on yourself, that's a full $20K off top.
Oh, really?
What?
Shit is $50.
If you get into an accident and it makes you pee on yourself,
yes,
you
God.
get paid for that?
Yes, God.
Shut up.
Well,
you have to tell the paramedics and stuff like that. Hey, I pissed on myself. That way it can be documented. No shade. I got a homegirl that did it.
Shoot, that kind of reminds me of like how you can how that one lady got somebody got paid off of a hot coffee one time.
Oh yes, dropping it
at McDonald's.
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah, that's crazy. All these stipulations. All right.
Yeah, all these laws and stuff, bitch. They gotta keep us protected. Keep it protected.
Yeah,
because when I tell you, like, if I could run down so many laws, especially here in Texas, that can easily get you locked up like that.
I bet, especially after being like your job, you've probably seen it all, right?
I mean, I've worked for TDCJ, so I worked, well, not just TDCJ, but I've seen some things that could get you from, officers sleeping with inmates. Because my last prison I just worked with was a all-female prison.
Like workers, staff, or people in the prison?
Huh?
You're saying it was the workers? All the workers were females?
No, all the inmates was females. We had to lock up. We had to lock up one, and right now, even though I'm not there, I'm still, a part of trying to get somebody else locked up, because you have, when I say you, especially in the female facility, you got officers. Me personally, I feel like male officers should not work in female prisons. Period.
I don't think they should.
But they do though, right?
They do, and it becomes very predatorial, because you have these officers that are in power preying on these women. And don't get me wrong, even in male facilities, it's the same thing. You got women in power that's preying on men.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can't talk about one without talking about the other, because they both go hand in hand. If you are an officer and you get caught sleeping with an inmate, it's rape.
Yes.
Even if it's consensual, it's still rape.
Right, because there's a power dynamic.
It's because there is no such thing as consent in prison.
Do you mind me asking? Is there a gay tank in the women's prison?
No.
Why would it be a gay tank if they're all women?
Because there's a gay tank in all men's.
In the men's prison, there's a gay tank.
Where?
No,
in men's prison, isn't there a protective custody that's like a gate?
No, that's
no.
Not, that's county.
So that's county, maybe. In state, no, because that's against the law.
It's discrimination. No,
exactly.
Discrimination.
I can't keep someone that is, I can't put someone that is trans in restricted housing. Can't do it.
No, okay.
Wow.
I don't think that's completely well. Okay, I don't know, because when I was transferred to Denton County Jail, I went from being in the gay tank in Loose Derrick to then being put in what they call the shoot. It was 24-hour lockdown, and I was back there for like 14 days, and then I finally got in touch with like the warden of Denton County Jail, and she came and saw me, and I was like, "Look here. If y'all keep me back here in the shoot in a single cell by myself if any longer, I'm going to resent the police when I get out of jail." I said, "I have done nothing to deserve this. I'm not no like I don't
with that right there, you should have reported that, because that we cannot keep you in
Well, she made me sign a form. She made me sign a form because they don't have like the protected custody thing. She was like, "Well, if you want to go to the pods, you got to sign this form, this waiver saying that we cannot be held reliable if anything happens to you, X, Y, Z, yada yada yada."
Okay, then yeah, because you're willing to go, but when it comes down to it, we can't force you to go. We can't say you need to go here for your protection. What we can do is keep surveillance on you because you are a high risk.
She told me, she's like, when you walk in, they're gonna be offering you all types of stuff. She said, "Don't take no snacks, don't take no clothes, don't take nothing from them, bitch." As soon as I walk in,
you don't know nothing, you don't know nobody. Keep your mouth closed. Don't take nothing. And your best friend in there is no. That is your favorite word. That is your only word. No.
They was offering me underwears when I walked in the door, and I said, "Okay."
Because once you start collecting debt,
yes,
it's not a lot that we can do, because you have to understand, most of the situations happen during shift change. So when there's a shift change, we're not focusing on the inmates, because we got to do our pass downs, we got to do our paperwork, we got to do our reports. If I have a write-up that I have to fill out, I got to make sure I get my write-up done, because I got to get that done before I can even leave. I've already did my 12 hours. I'm ready to go. So I got to make sure I get all my paperwork done.
Right.
So during that time, that's when the incarcerated start acting a fool. That's when they start fighting. That's when they start, doing the dirt, going to go collect, because ain't nobody watching us right now. So let's go ahead and get what we need to get done. Or they do it overnight. That's why a lot of I hate when officers sleep at night, because you don't know what's going on. Because I've had to come in, because I'm a morning shift officer. You would never see me at night. Can't do it. I need my sleep.
Miss Brown used to come knock on our windows, talk about one punk, one bunk, one punk, one bunk.
So you never guarded men?
Oh, that is my bread and butter. I love working with men compared to working with females, because I love coming to work with a sense of chaos. Men give me that.
Hold on,
baby. I love huh?
You like having to interact with them and having some kind of issue to deal with, or?
I love a good. No, I mean, some days it's good days. And you know how my bad days. But with me, you never know what you're gonna get. It's always a surprise. So I can come into work. It's a cool day. I'm bored out of my mind because there's nothing to do. Tomorrow I can come in. All hell broke loose, and then we got people fighting. Now I'm gonna come in there. I'm ready to throw hands too. What we doing?
Who fights more?
The men.
Surprisingly, no. It's females. Females actually fight more than the men do.
Really?
But because it is, because with the men, they'll fight once. Okay, cool. Debt paid, gone by my business. With females, bitch, I'm gonna catch you again, because this is not the end. I'm gonna see you again. We're gonna run this back.
She said it's on.
Females are vindictive.
So we can have two female inmates that's mad, and they're fighting for months or till one gets out. So it's like we got to keep y'all separated. Now we got to make sure that y'all ain't near each other. Because now, as soon as y'all cross each other's paths, it's going to be all hell.
Have you ever had anybody like proposition you like or ask you to bring them something in, and you have to?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And I tell them real quick that's not enough.
Okay,
I have had a man tell me, "I give you 50,000 right now. Only thing you have to go do is go get a book for me."
They got it too, bitch. They got it. I know some people.
And I look at him and me, I tell people, I'm a bitch.
50,000 is a lot, though, guy.
I'm a bitch. So I'm gonna tell you real quick, because at the end of the day, if I get caught, that's my life. Yeah. I'm gonna be up in here with you.
Paying for the risk. They gotta pay for that risk.
I'm not paying for that. I'm gonna tell them real quick. That ain't enough. I make more than that. Which sure. I do.
So speaking of being propositioned, what about that? Like all them big dick swinging?
Oh baby, don't get me started. I was in the elevator with this boy. I'll kid you not. First off, I had to tell him, because he was trying to get with me, and I told him no. First off, what does it look like me getting with a nigga like you, and your nickname in here, Shitty Boy?
Ew.
Okay. Yeah.
What?
That's a bit much.
No.
Oh my god.
I had to take him downstairs to the captain's desk because he was getting on my last nerve. So let me take you down here so you can see the captain, so you can go ahead and come back up here. On our way up on the elevator, he whipped it out, and I'm like, "Sir,
put that thing up."
Damn. But
you about to know what an STD feel like real quick if you don't get the fuck away from me.
And then that's the case if they do that, isn't it?
Oh, baby, that's not just the case, baby. I can write up a nasty, sickening write-up that's going to get you another charge.
See, stuff like that.
Those kites. We used to kite people out.
Baby. That's my favorite. So kites are my favorite thing to find. Like, it really is. Because they tried to, so they're in a huge
conspiracy
pod. They're in a dorm. So they are slided under the door to the other doors.
And if you really think you call your parents and you tell your parents, call up here and tell them that I'm in fear for my life and I'm finna hurt myself. And bitch, they get you.
Oh, trust and believe. You don't want to play that game with me. Because I'm real quick to say, I'm gonna take medical. Yeah, I need somebody to come over here because I have someone that wants to end their life. So I have a medical. Mm-hmm. I need a medical response quickly. Oh, we finna clear this whole floor. No, as soon as I do that, it's a quick. No. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. No, too late. I already called the medical response. You're going to go to the turtle. You're going to get into the turtle suit.
Okay, hold on. So real quick. So one time when I got arrested, me and my son, we both got arrested together. And he acted like he had a seizure in the middle of us. He acted like he had a seizure in the middle of us getting arrested. Like fell out, off like bitch on the ground, bitch. Like yeah, rest in peace, Fear, because he has passed away.
RP.
But I get to Irving jail, and the captain is talking to his like people or whatever. He's like, we knew he faked it the whole time, and I was like, really? How'd y'all know, bitch? By the time he was walking into the to the thing like to the holding cell, he was in a hospital gown and he was dripping blood from right there down there because I said, what the fuck happened? He says they put a catheter up my penis. And that's how they knew because it's like, he tried to jerk away, was like, no when they do it. But normally, like if you're seizing and stuff like that, like yeah, I don't know, something like that.
Oh no, because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you say there is a medical emergency, we're gonna treat it like a medical emergency. Why? I am not a doctor. I don't know what's wrong with you. So because you want to play stupid games, you're gonna win this stupid prize. I'm gonna call medical. They're gonna send you over to the clinic, and if they have to, and if that doctor say, oh yeah, they faking, but y'all want to take it further? Cool, let's take it further. We sending you to the hospital.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's what they do. Yeah,
And when they don't, and when that doctor, because that's something that's gonna happen. They need urine samples, and if you pretending that you fainted, you are gonna get a catheter up in there, and it's going. And yeah,
you're gonna regret that. You're gonna regret that tomorrow.
you're going to feel the pain. I talked to somebody else. I was talking to this dude. They was like, "Oh, so if I had a cell phone up there, okay. First off, we're gonna take you in a room. You gotta strip completely naked. You're going to squat, turn your head, cough. Do not look at me.
Don't fantasize nothing.
If I see there is something hanging from your rectum, I'm calling medical. Hey,
Hemorrhoid or anything, bitch. It better not be no hemorrhoid.
hey, I don't care if it is a hemorrhoid. Hey, medical, we got an issue. We might need, we might need some medical assistance here. Medical is going to come over. They're going to see, okay, yeah, let's bring them over to the clinic. They're going to do a whole they're going to do a whole,
Synopsis.
So
that's really interesting. I think it's really cool that you got that perspective. Like, you've worked in there. A lot of girls can't say that they've been in the building and can actually,
on
the other side.
When I tell y'all, I have been on the other side because I've been really working with a lot of the wardens of trying to get programs in the male facility, because a lot of trans girls are not going to female facilities. They're going to the male facilities, and the trans men are not going to the male facilities. They're going to the female facilities. So what I've been trying to push, which this is another reason why I got fired from Indiana, because I was trying to push this hard, because in male facilities, they don't have trades that some of the girls want. Like, I don't want to do anything in construction. I don't want to do no cement land. I don't want to do being a electrician. Where's the cosmetology? Where's all of this? I've been sitting with the work, like, we need to have a way where we have in the female facilities, let's get cosmetology. We already got culinary. Let's get some more, female rand
options.
Or
I think that's great. No, that's really great, because that's what we wanted to kind of offer or talk about, some of the options, some of the things that we could do from out here for the girls, like some of the boots on the ground things that we could do. Like, and that sounds like something that we could actually maybe even like start a campaign, or at least try to like have some type of something available for the girls after they've gone through this situation. Some kind of rehabilitation system.
Because I had some things that I wanted to do after, because my goal was to become a PO. Because once you become a PO, I have a little more range. I have a little more sources to help as much as I can. So with those sources, like, okay, well, you need housing. Fill this out and I can find you housing.
Quick question. What does the training for that look like? Do they give you a hard time about the interview process? Because this sounds like an avenue a lot of girls could maybe even be encouraged to go into.
I've been wanting a lot of the girls, because, don't get me wrong, there is girls that are in the corrections. I haven't seen
incarcerated, you mean?
No, as officers, I haven't seen them. And I've been wanting to work with some of the girls to become correctional officers, so that we can have some more representation.
Yes.
Inside of the prison, not just as, inmates, but as officers. Oh, she could do it, I could do it.
No, absolutely. We have to be everywhere. Our movement has to be in every facility, every facet of life, from mechanics to landscaping to in the prisons. We have to show our faces and be there in order to make a difference, to be a part of the conversation.
I know a couple of girls who are trans, and there's this one I met back in the day. She was actually a Garland or Richardson police officer. She had pulled me and this other trans girl. We were walking to the store, and I guess the other girl was had been wanted from California.
Okay,
And I didn't know why they were pulling us over, because it didn't seem like it was right for them to pull us over, because we were just walking to the 7-Eleven. But and they were asking us our names, and of course my name and shit was clear, but they found something on hers, and while they were looking up hers, this white woman started talking to me and started asking me how long I've been transitioning. I was like, girl, I'm looking at her like crazy as fuck. Like, girl, what difference does it make to you? Why you asking me all these goddamn questions? And it turned out she was a trans. She started telling me when she transitioned. I looked at her crazy as hell, because she looked like old white fish that was just on the.
See, that's the issue. That's the issue.
Like, what? I said, oh, really? She said, she started telling me how she actually transitioned on the job. She was already a police officer, and she started taking hormones and started transitioning. She said her whole team was all for it. She's gotten her whole surgery and everything, and she's gotten all the respect of her team and all that kind of stuff. So that was one of the things that really kind of made me think, oh.
So I'm gonna tell you this, because I was one of the girls that transitioned while I was in the prison. So one thing I could definitely tell you, if you're a correctional officer, you're a family. Even if they have over that don't like you, we're still family.
Mm-hmm.
And I could talk about you all day long, but let one of you motherfuckers come over here and say anything about her, we're gonna have an issue. So it is a very supportive team, but you said something that's been really bugging me about some of the trans girls. It's like I don't see none of the black trans girls as officers. I only see the white trans girls, and that could be very dangerous for some of that could be very dangerous. In my experience, it's dangerous working with a white trans girl compared to working with somebody of my own, because they're still connected to their whiteness and not understanding, baby, you're trans.
That's that's their first. Loyalty goes to their whiteness first.
Exactly.
But
they still hold on to their white male privilege, I should say.
But let me ask you this, because I've also known, of course, white folks have their anti-trans movement just like every other race, but they tend to be more willing to accept in certain situations where black people are not. So where I found, especially in Texas, and this is just over the last several times I've been pulled over. Whenever I'm pulled over by white cops, especially in the Richardson area, Garland area, you know what I'm saying? They're always extremely respectful with the pronouns and the she and the calling me by my name. They'll even, they'll look up and they'll go through the record. They'll see my old name and they'll kind of ask questions, and then they'll figure it out. And then they're like, oh, okay. And they'll get really respective. Whereas every black officer period that has ever had to deal with me has been extremely disrespectful when it comes to the transition. So I'm wondering if there aren't as many black girls who become cops because there aren't as many accepting black folks to accept them as cops.
But no, I have a question. So do you have to, by law, tell the people after you get your name changed, do you have to tell them what your old name was?
You're talking about for the police officers or for her?
Like for her, no, for like Mika, like if she was to get pulled over by the police and she changed her name, does she have to give them her original name?
My problem is my birth certificate hasn't been changed because my birth certificate is out of Memphis, Tennessee, and they won't let me change it. But
girl, you're fighting the same fight I'm fighting.
So when they pull up my name in Dallas, they also pull up what it used to be.
Okay,
and they always question me about that. But like I said, with white cops, it's a simple answer. Oh, I'm trans. I had my name changed. They instantly get it. They instantly know what's up, and it's instantly all good from there.
We got a 10-4. We got a 10-4. I need backup.
When it comes for black people, they go through. Once they find out what my dead name was, they refuse to call me the name on my ID, and I constantly point out to them, my name has been changed. Well, your birth certificate say this. Well, it doesn't matter what my birth certificate says. My ID, the legal Texas ID I just gave you, says this. And this is what it is.
I don't know if it's a black thing. I feel like it's an authority thing. The fact that they have authority over people, they throw that around. Because
But that's what I'm saying. Even
I've
the
had
cops
white people, I've had black lesbians treat me bad, black lesbian cops, all kinds of like people that you would think would be on your side, not on your side.
Right, that's what I'm saying. The ones I always think are going to be against me, which are the white ones, white female cops, white male cops, even the Hispanic cops that pull me over have never done that to me. It's only the black cops who have ever decided to try and make me
You've been fortunate. Miko, you've been fortunate. Because these white boys, these white cops will have you on the ground in the rain.
Ooh,
So I'm gonna be honest with you. So being on that side of the aisle, of working with law enforcement, it's a power trip. So you got this person that probably was bullied, and I see it so many times. Person's bullied in school, or somebody didn't give them that power, or they went through a breakup or a heartache, or whatever the case may be, where they lost their power, and that's the key. They lost power.
Mm-hmm.
So when they lost that power, they get into a field where we give you power, and they become power driven.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So they take it completely out of the park, and now you have this overbearing dictator, authoritarian person that is in a safe. You're supposed to be in a safety and security role, but you're the security breach. You're the reason why I don't feel safe right now, because I know if I say the wrong thing to you, there has been many officers, and this is the reason why I'm so unliked, because there's many officers that I had to like hold the fuck up, bring that all the way the fuck back, because what you're not going to do is talk to somebody like you lost your fucking mind. Because this could be somebody's daddy, somebody's mama, somebody's brother, sister, cousin, whatever the case may be. Would you want somebody to talk to your people like that?
Right.
Let's take it a step further. Would you like somebody to talk to you like that, the way that they're talking to you? Matter of fact, they probably did, and that's why you're here.
Yeah, a lot of them definitely do. They power trip, and because it's like, I mean, I could understand. You're in this. It's a different world. It's a whole different world where you have control over people, what they do, say. You can control all this. That's got to affect you in some kind of way subconsciously. Almost might maybe be rewarding if you've never gotten that in any other way in your life, and now you can control a man.
Yeah. I get when I say you get some of the story. So we have this white officer. He is, when I say power driven, well, I think he was like mixing something. Power driven, Marine. I guess he got kicked out of the Marines or whatever. I had an issue with him because why the fuck you going around to the whole jail telling them my business? My business is my business. If I want to tell people my business, I'll tell them.
Why would he do that?
It's none of the inmates.
Why would he do that?
So, I had to cuss him clean out. But he was so power driven, he was sitting there calling the inmates slaves. Yeah.
That sounds like a lawsuit.
Yeah.
That was. And he got fired. No, he didn't even get fired. He quit because the bitch came out of him. Because when he had to go in that cell and them boys was about to get on that ass, you pussied the fuck out when you created it. They had to switch us. They had to literally switch us because they put him on the second floor and put me on the third floor because them boys was gunning for you.
See, yeah. That kind. I mean, you never know. I mean, people don't take it lightly in there, especially people that ain't got nothing to live for, or like their lives are already kind of like backed into a corner. And you go, come at them with the wrong energy. It just take the wrong one, right?
It takes one. You don't know you don't know where these people's mindsets are. They're locked up. They can't see their family. Their mothers pass away. Their fathers pass away. Their daughters, wives, cousins pass away while they're locked up and they're incarcerated. So you don't know where their mindset is.
My best friend lost her mama while she was locked up in the feds. But they actually let her out to go to the funeral, and she had to go right back.
Yeah, they gave her a furlough, which is that is the hardest thing to get is a furlough.
And she got one in the feds in Texas a couple years ago.
Texas gave her a furlough?
And she's trans.
Baby, when I say you have a better chance of winning the lottery than getting a furlough from Texas.
She was able. I think she was gone for a whole 12 hours because they gave her from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. if I'm not mistaken to get back to the facility. And
yep,
go to like East Texas or whatever. So go to East Texas to really bury her mama.
Normally they say, "Oh, you can't go to the funeral," and they set up a camera at the funeral so you can see it.
Oh, what? They don't even let it don't even matter if it's your family or what, right?
They don't really care.
They don't care.
Follows are hard to get, but
when I say you have a better chance of winning the lottery than getting a furlough.
Yeah, that's rough. But I think that would be great. Though, any opportunity that we can have, like if there's a job available for us, we need to look into it. And I think that's a really great position to have because I mean, they're not going to put a lot of us through. I mean, what was the process like for you getting that job? Like, was it very challenging? Did they test you a lot? And
no.
How do they determine how do they know like you're not going to be like playing with the guys or messing with the guys? Like, do they evaluate you psychologically?
No. So they seen how it was as a gay boy towards the officers because you have a lot of gay boys that come in and they play with the inmates too. Me, like I said, I came in already a bitch, so I don't get in my face. Go on about your business. Handle yours. I'ma handle mine. You come over here, then we're gonna have issues. When I tell you, I walk on the floor, and I have my inmates ask me, "So what day are we having?" Whatever day you're having, because if you want to get crazy, I can get crazy. And you already know I'm a type of bitch that I don't like carrying mace. I don't like carrying a radio. It's straight hands over here. I will open up that door, lock that door behind me, and it's just me and you, partner. What you want to do?
Lock the door.
So you have to build your respect.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy going in. When I got called the F slur, I got called everything but a child of God. But I had to learn. First off, I'm black. I have a black mother. The stuff that you're saying to me is not going to faze me. It's not.
You gotta try a little harder.
You're real harder. Because I mean, I told an inmate real quick, I smell pussy because what you just gave me was very weak. Very. I need you to come a little harder than that. I laughed.
So you were being tested by the staff and
absolutely. You're going to get tested every which way. Every which way you're going to get tested.
They want to know.
I got tested by my warden. I got tested by my inmates. I got tested by my coworkers. I'm talking about people that are supposed to be my partner, that's supposed to be having my back. When I was in Indiana, was the first time I've ever had a traumatic experience at my job where I could have lost my life because no one is responding on their radio when I'm calling for help. I have a whole fight going on in a dorm. I got to go in by myself. There's 2 officers standing outside of the door. They're getting ready to go, but you can't leave if there's something like this going on. I have literally had to say, you know what? It's too early in the morning. Y'all not answering. I'm going to handle it myself. I went in. I told it, back that shit the fuck up. They separated. I grabbed one. I slammed him on the wall. I cuffed him. And we went on about our business. Because because I'm tired. It's too early in the morning, and I'm not finna keep calling y'all for assistance. And then when I got downstairs, I'm a regular officer. A captain is way above me. When I got downstairs, I cussed out my captain.
Yeah, because your safety's at stake, and they're supposed to be there when you call for backup.
Oh, baby, they was sitting at the captain's desk having a good kiki. Bitch, y'all didn't hear me call y'all on the fucking radio?
Hello.
And they're kikiing about it.
Baby, look, y'all playing with my life here, and you in the room full of a bunch of lions, and tigers,
and then my warden came over like, did you cuss out your captain? I'll cuss your ass out too. Yeah, because you got a radio too. You didn't hear I needed assistance.
That part. Those are the kind of games that I can't get at. I'm too small.
Because when I tell you, because one thing my captains, my wardens, even my coworkers say, and this is another reason why I do my job and I do it well. I know whatever inmate is. You cannot take an inmate out of my dorm without me knowing who left. My captain tested me on that. She tried to take a inmate out of my dorm to see if I know how many people is in that dorm, and then call emergency count. Baby, you can call emergency count if you want to. Where is my person? Where did you take him?
Yes, ma'am. You're on it, of course.
And if I don't know, trust and believe, these niggas are gonna snitch because they don't want to deal with my mouth. Because they want to keep their TV, they want to keep their phone. Because I play takeaway. What you want? What you want taken away today? I can take away phones. I can take away TV. Matter of fact, y'all got visitation coming up. Y'all want to keep that too?
Yes, ma'am. All right, she on her shit.
Give me my answer.
Yeah, she should be.
No, that's how you have to be. I mean, it's kind of a little intimidating, so you have to be the ones that do the intimidating before you get intimidated.
So, and that's the reason. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's one of the main reasons why I'm trying to get out.
Why? Because it's just a little too much for it's like having to process this every day, having to go the battle.
No, it's not even that. I'm just tired of tapping into that masculine energy. Like, I come up here. Baby. I'm soft, and I want to be in my soft girl era. I love the money. Don't get me wrong. The money is good. The niggas get on my nerves, but that's expected. The job is very rewarding. But I'm tired of coming up here in my masculine era, my masculine energy. Because now I gotta come up here. I'm a bitch. Like
it's pros and cons to every job. I will say that.
It is.
Like a doctor, I'm sure doesn't want to get up and go to the ER every morning, but that's their job, right?
It is, and don't get me wrong. I'm good at my job. I do my job very well. No inmate can ever tell anybody anything that, oh yeah, that's one of the worst officers. No, when it comes down to it, if you need me, come talk to me, because I'm not just an officer. I'm your counselor. I'm your therapist. Come talk to me. Before it gets too far gone, come speak to me. Because I can turn that masculine off and give you a slight feminine energy to where you can feel comfortable to speak to me.
So let's talk about the girls in like, do you encounter the girls and how do they take you? Do you get chum chummy?
Oh my God.
Do you stand off from them? Like, how do you
no. Are you talking about the inmates or officers?
The inmates, the girls. Like, once they're in there, do you help them out? Give them like, I got you, girl. Let me get you an extra tray, girl.
No. No.
Look,
don't get me wrong. I love my sisters, but at the end of the day, this is my job. I'm going to treat you just like anybody else in here. Okay. And that's the only thing. And that's actually what is going to help you the most. I'm not going to give you no special treatment because that's what you're expecting. Let me give you the same treatment like everybody else. I'm not treating you beneath anybody, and I'm not treating you above anybody.
Equal treatment. Yeah, I was wondering because I know a lot of times there's politics, and some of the guards are like super cool with some people. They'll hook people up, and I know when I used to work I used to work at Jack in the Box. If any of my friends came through, y'all eating for free, like.
But this is not Jack in the Box, and this is not the free world. You're in prison because you did something wrong. So I'm not fixing to give you special privileges.
The key to, a successful officer is staying consistent. No, firm, fair, and consistent. If you stay those things throughout, you're going to be very successful.
That makes sense. Yes,
Because
consistency with anything really.
yeah,
But,
I mean,
you have to be firm about
I'm
your
gonna be
decisions.
honest with you. That's the key of life, right there.
Yeah,
Staying firm, fair, and consistent through everything, because then that's going to put you on a whole nother level that somebody else is not.
Yeah. Yeah, because you keep coming through, you keep showing up, and everybody doesn't understand that principle. Yeah, I'm just wondering because I know how it is. I mean, it's really challenging for the girls, and sometimes we do need to have like a person on our side. I know when I was locked up, you know, it felt like everybody was against me. Like the boys, if you didn't holler at them, if you didn't talk to them, then they were against you. And even if you got with a guy and he thinks that you not giving him enough time, he's against you. Everybody, and the girls, sometimes they're against you. So, you know, you need to have somebody on your side.
And I tell people all the time, it doesn't matter who you. I don't care if you're trans, gay, straight, whatever. I'm for you. If you need, I'm for you within the policy. I'm not going to go over my policy, and I'm not going to go under my policy. If I see I have a loophole in a policy, I will take it if it's necessary.
Yes, ma'am. You're all business. You're handling things by the book because you know that people got the big eye on you, and it's a lot of pressure. So you have to make sure you do everything right.
On top of because like I said, that firm, fair, and consistent. If I do something for you, I got to do it for everybody else. Like I had this baby trans. You could tell she's scared. I guess this is our first time in. She's like literally this baby is following me. I'm like, I get it. You see something familiar and you want to stay close to it because it's safe, but baby, you can't go with me.
Okay.
And I had to sit her down and I had to break it down to her. Look, I am not your friend.
Straight up, right.
I can't be your friend. I can be your guidance if you need it, but I can't be your friend. Because we're on two different aisles. And if I give you any type of special treatment, then I have to get everybody in here special treatment.
That's true.
And I can't do that because then that's going to look at me as soft, and I'm not going to have no respect in here.
That's it.
So now I need you to understand that it's cool that you're on my floor. You're going to be taken care of because I'm your officer. Anything happens, they're going to call me, even if I'm not at work. And this is how dedicated I was. If I was not at work, I still got called about my floor. Hey, is it possible for you to come in for 8 hours and get your floor regulated because they're a little out of control right now? I'm on my way.
Okay, you're doing something right. They're calling you when you off work.
And I'm coming in civilian clothes, and I'm coming to cuss everybody out. Everybody on my floor is going to get cussed out.
I feel you.
Motherfuckers calling me on my motherfucking day off. I need a day to relax and let my hair down.
Yeah, it sounds like you really have like a good position. You really figured out how to navigate your way through the situation. It's just something that you see like as a long-term solution.
If the things did not happen the way that it happened with a situation that I should have, I allowed my emotions to kind of take over. I had so many offers of being a sergeant, being a lieutenant, being, going back into caseworking and doing all this extra stuff. I had, because everybody loved the way I work. Sometimes the job gets so stressful and it pushes you over the edge.
I can bet.
I can only imagine.
I had a situation where I had an inmate because first off, ain't no pussy in my blood. if you want to get down, we get down. He wanted to. Him and his homeboy thought it was funny. Oh yeah, I'll beat. Why you bring that faggot up in here? Oh, I'm gonna beat your ass. Da da da. I said, okay, come and beat my ass. I'm right here. I am right here. I'm not going. I have not moved, not one bit. You have not ran up on me. Beat my ass. I'm gonna put your head in your lap. You got to get to yours. Mine's is already available. What do you want to do? Because these empty threats ain't gonna do nothing for me.
That's a shame. You have to step up to the plate. You know what I'm saying? You're at work having to deal with this kind of stuff. I can see that's a lot.
And I have been, and this is not somebody that I had. This is the first time. This has happened constantly, and I have reported it constantly. I have written this person up constantly. They have not done anything to this person, and this is getting towards the point where, it's because everybody started hating me. And when I say everybody started hating me, because I can go on any floor that you put me on and dominate it. And you got this feminine boy that's how they look. They saw me. You got this faggot up in here doing our job better than we're doing our job. So that is a problem. So now we need to put this person back in a place.
Mm-hmm. Take you down a notch because they feel threatened.
Exactly. So because they wanted to put me in my place, I'm constantly reporting it. All my write-ups, all my reports are getting thrown away. So now, So now I'm in a situation where it's either fight or flight. And me, like I said, there's no pussy in my blood. What do you want to do?
I like how you approach it. You like, what y'all want? What y'all want?
That's how you have to handle them.
Because I'm on whatever timing you're on, because I'm not finna because if I step down, these are like, men are like bears. So men, if you don't make yourself seem bigger, they're not going to bow down. They're not going to back down at all. It's going to be go.
Right.
So I have to, we play a game. Who digs bigger? Because at this point, you need we gotta get the measuring tape, because I'm gonna show you mine's bigger, and we're going to do this if we're gonna do it.
Well, I think it's really cool that, like I said, that you're in that position, even though I'm sure it has its challenges. And it sounds like you're pioneering. You're making the ground rules. You're setting the stage for like the other girls to come through. And so that's how it is. As you're a pioneer, you have to kind of deal with the brunt of all the issues.
And that's what I want. And it's like, because you have the white girls as correctional officers, you don't have a lot of black trans girls in there. And that's what I want. I want to see more black trans girls as officers. Come on.
I don't think that we don't realize that it's a viable option, sis. We don't even think that we'd even be a candidate for them to even consider serious. How did you feel? So when you went in for the job, did you kind of play the straight role to get the position and then kind of came out of the closet on them a little?
No.
How did they give you that?
Let me tell you, every job I have went to, I tell them, I'm an open book. I'm a trans woman. And I put it on the table. You're either going to like it or you're not. I'm good at my job. I do my job well.
So you told them this, and they gave you the chance.
Oh, they're going to give it, because one thing I tell my sisters, sometimes you don't have to, if you're a good work, you have great work ethics, let those speak louder than who you are. Because when I step in a room, I don't have to say nothing to nobody. Right now, Indeed just submitted my resume, without my permission, by the way, to the Secret Service, and I'm still getting messages to apply for the Secret Service, which I'm not. I can't do it.
Girl, that would be tea though.
When
Not
I
this
tell you,
administration, bitch. Do it for the next.
Yeah.
no.
You never know how that's
Like when I tell you, my resume speaks louder than who I am, because the people that's over Alligator Alcatraz right now in Florida is telling me, hey, can you come and work for us? We
Hell
love your
no.
resume. Your resume is what we need. You have a strong resume. You have a strong work ethic. We need you. And then don't let me have an interview because my mouthpiece is dangerous. Because I'm gonna tell you exactly what you want to hear and how you want to hear it, because I experienced it. And that's what puts me in the positions that I'm in.
Let me say this. I live for the day. I absolutely live for the day when I can look up and see one of my sisters working the goddamn Secret Service, taking care of one of our presidents, but don't do it for this one. When we get a good one.
Because one thing about the Secret Service, if I apply for it now, and if I'm near him, I'm stuck with him.
Bitch,
after.
Don't you
I'm
do
stuck
it.
with him after his administration.
Don't
Can't
do
do
it. You wait till the next one we're going to have. I promise you we're going to have a good one coming up, and all of our dreams are going to come true, and you will be behind one of the best presidents, but it ain't this one.
Absolutely.
So don't do it with this one. Look, it's about 9 o'clock, so I have to get going, but I really appreciate this conversation, and I really appreciate you coming.
I got to go too. I'm a little tied up.
So I really appreciate it. I love y'all, but I have to go.
You too.
Y'all gonna go.
Yeah.
Okay, thank
I'll
y'all.
see
It was a
you
great
later.
show. I really enjoyed the chat, and we'll see you again next week. Same
See
back
you
time.
again next week.
Same time.
Night.
Night.
Bye.
Oh. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Where he at?